Welcome to the MLS Review Show. The road to the Cup is nearing its climax. While some paths lead straight to the playoffs, others have a longer journey. With so much on the line, it's time to find out who will reach the end and who will fall short. The MLS Review Show starts now.
And just a glancing header.
The CONCACAF Champions League was back in action. Tuesday night, the Galaxy appeared primed to get their third win, but Costa Rican club Morelia benefited from some questionable calls and came back to win 2-1. There was no doubting Colorado's thrashing at the hands of Santos Laguna, as the Rapids are now 1-1-1 in the tournament. Toronto also fell, giving up 4 first-half goals to Pumas on Wednesday. Dallas posted a draw against Group C Minotauro, while Seattle got the only win this round on the back of a Freddie Montero brace. On Wednesday night, Houston traveled to Columbus to take on the Crew, and it looked good for the visiting team. Emmanuel Ekpo was given a straight red card in the 11th minute, and the Dynamo capitalized 20 minutes later with a towering header. But Houston's first road win would slip from their grasp when a handball in the box brought the sides level with a penalty kick. 10 minutes later, the home side would score again from the spot.
Slight hesitation, now all goes to his right.
Late in the game, the Dynamo rescued a point with a Kalen Carr equalizer. But the draw would leave Houston wanting. On Friday night, Portland looked to put themselves in the hunt for the final playoff spot. With preferred center back David Horst out with an injury, John Spencer turned to fan favorite Footy Danso to pair with Eric Bruner. Coming off a critical victory over Dallas, New England was hoping to put together a final string of wins to end the season. The Revs would need to get good performances from mid-season acquisitions Milton Caralho and Monsef Zerka if New England were to deliver in front of the Timbers Army. J.P. Delacamera and Brian Dunseth were at sold-out Geldwen Field with the action.
Caragrio and Lekic over the ball. Underway in Portland, that's Benny Feilhaber with a couple of nice moves. Zizzo did well to keep it in play to Palmer. It comes right back across. Chala walks in! Off the post and in! Portland leads!
An incredible build-up from the home side, the Timbers. And it really comes down to Lavelle Palmer on the far side. Easily could have gone out for a throw-in. Palmer keeps it in play. And that's just a fortunate bounce right into the path of Diego Chara. Splits 3 defenders. And look at that touch.
Alston jumps on it. Cross inside, deflected once. Caraglio, good with his back to goal. What a turn! Big save, Perkins. Terrific shot, terrific save. It comes back across Berserka. Dansu cleared it, and Lekic blasted it over the bar.
Watch this little turn from the big number 9. Create space, something out of nothing. Great save by Perkins as he goes down low. But Caraglio has pressure behind, turns to his preferred left foot.
Shrewsbury will strike it back post area. It's deflected. A free shot for Zizzo. Blocked in front. Yankee with a goal, but the flag is up. Won't count. Offside.
You see the big number 98 staying at the top of the 6-yard box when that ball struck just on the wrong side of the last man.
Left-footed cross. Chabala. Right across. Goal. Cooper.
Look at Chabala, the number 4. Skips through, keeps it in play. Outside of the right foot, Kenny Cooper gets in behind, unmarked, has pressure behind him, just throws all of that 6-foot frame in front of that ball.
Headed up and out. Palmer mishits it. He'll have another goal off the post. Another one, Palmer.
Lavelle Palmer just popping up in dangerous spots. Good job by Caraglio to win that first-time header. Whiffs, falls right to him. Left foot keeps it on frame, just kisses that left post. And it's all about reaction here. Can a player from the Portland Timbers just get on the end of it, redirect that?
Brought down, Eric Bruner. Room on the sideline right. Long ball to Nagby. He brought it down. Short release. How skillful was Nagbe to bring that ball down? He nearly scored.
When you start leaking goals at the back, you get that feeling where you start looking over each other's shoulders saying, who's going to be the next one? Who's going to make that vital mistake?
There's a chance. Caraglio. Corner area. Sent across by Alisson. Nagbe. Darlington Nagbe's second career goal. 3-0.
No Jorge Perlaza tonight. That means Darlington Nagbe gets to start playing off the shoulder of Kenny Cooper. Give credit to Khalif Alisson. Took his time. Allowed Portland to read where the service was coming from. Good whipped in ball. And that is not an easy header. Nagbe finds space, unmarked, snap header, far post. Nothing Matt Reese can do about it.
Should just be seconds left here. That's going to do it. Portland with a 3-0 shutout, and right now they're in a playoff spot.
Coming up, Toronto face off with the defending champs.
Hey, it's Charlie Davies with DC United, and you're listening to ExtraTime Radio.
The ExtraTime Radio podcast comes out every Monday and Thursday on iTunes and Buzzsprout. You can also listen to each episode at MLSsoccer.com/ExtraTime.
We're a soccer podcast.
And I have no friends.
I like to tie my shoes.
Well, we'll get back to some women's evening wear talk.
You guys are too old. It's only for 8-year-old boys.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, this is your tweet of the week.
Janino's not going to win a game for you.
They're a sign of the apocalypse.
That's why he's here.
Fans, we want to hear from you. You're encouraged to email ExtraTime at MLSsoccer.com or tweet at ExtraTime Radio with any comments, questions, or reactions.
Welcome back. The Fire take on Chivas USA, but first, Colorado travels to Toronto. The Reds may not have been in playoff position, but Aaron Vinter's side was not the same pushovers they were in the first few months. If Toronto hoped to upset the defending champs, they would need a strong work rate from Julian de Guzman and a solid performance from Eric Avila. Colorado was coming into the match needing to make the most of their 5 games left. 2 straight losses had the Rapids in danger of dropping down the wild card standings. And after a midweek thrashing in the CONCACAF Champions League, Colorado would need to step up their defensive effort against an attack-minded Toronto. Luke Weilman and Jason DeVos had the call from BMO Field.
They have to bounce back from big losses and quality in the final third. That finishing touch when this goal-scoring chance presents itself, can they find the back of the net?
Colorado Rapids, the team getting proceedings underway. They are in white with the burgundy trim on the sleeves, and Toronto FC in their familiar home kit of the red. Off the top of Ryan Johnson's head, Kubermans will chase to try and keep this one in play. That was good play from Danny Kubermans. Many would have given that up as a lost cause. Here's the cross back post, Johnson! And Solsma couldn't bundle it in.
Does very well to get there, keep it in play, and then a good ball into the box. Pickens can't come and get it.
Thompson in some space as he feeds the ball forward to Cummings. Cummings running at Ty Harden here. There's the shot saved by Kosic from Omar Cummings. Ashton Morgan away on the left. Kimura across to try and get a foot in, but it's in towards Kubermans! Danny Kubermans scores for Toronto FC!
Eric Avila with a great cross-field ball to find Ashton Morgan, who does the right thing. Takes a touch, sets himself, and whips the ball in behind the back four. Great delivery, and Danny Kuberman's composed finish. What a wonderful ball from Ashton Morgan.
There's the good cross in, and the header glanced in there from Danny Kubermans.
That delivery into the box is perfect from Solsma. Poor defending from Colorado. They let Kubermans find the seam again. They need to be ball side, goal side so they can see the striker. He loses his marker, and just a glancing header.
It's going to be Tyrone Marshall coming in a few moments' time to replace Kamash. Here's the ball played towards Cummings. Good block from Ashton Morgan. Cummings with another opportunity, and now still the chance for Nayasi, and Colorado get one back.
Well, this is why it's important for Toronto to stay switched on defensively. Frings gets beaten too easily, in my opinion. Great block from Ashton Morgan, but Richard Eckersley goes back on the line there to try and block the shot that came in. He played Nayasi onside, As a result, when the ball falls to him, he just has to take a touch and slam it into the roof of the net.
And Colorado now doing a good job of keeping possession. It's with the goal scorer Nyasi running at Richard Eckersley. Nyasi from long distance, saved low to the right by Milos Kosic. It's Matt Stinson! He wasn't far away from a first professional goal.
It falls to Stinson, he just takes one touch, sets himself. It's worth an effort, it's dipping. Just not quickly enough. Speculative effort, but a good try from Matt Stinson.
Nyasi into the path of Kanji. Andy Iro trying to get there, played into the middle. Kosic does more and flit off the line. Richard Eckersley.
Well, he's capped a very good defensive performance today. Richard Eckersley with a wonderful clearance. Kosic can't push it away from danger. And the follow-up from Moore off the line.
It is all over. Danny Kuvermans with 2 goals as Toronto FC win back-to-back league games, hot on the heels of their first road win of the season in Columbus last week. They return home and beat Colorado Rapids by 2-1.
Chivas USA were watching their playoff aspirations slip away with 3 straight losses. The Goats' main concern was their leaky defense without all-star Heath Pierce. Struggling youngster Junior Lopez would be replaced by Zarek Valentin because of a red card suspension. The Fire were coming off a midweek loss to Chivas de Guadalajara, and if Chicago wanted to fare better against their sister club Chivas USA, they would need to use Dominic Oduro's speed. Could the Fire make a late-season push starting with a home win against the Goats? Dan Kelly and Evan Whitfield had all the action from Toyota Park.
Here we go. Chicago Fire wearing the red.
Look for Miyako, look for Dominic coming through.
And there it's poked in. Corey Gibbs strikes off the corner.
A nice in-swinger. Gibbs so strong in the air. Over the defender. Nicely placed to the back post, exactly where you want it.
Fire make it 2-0.
It's a good ball in. It's right in the mix. You see everybody rushing to that near post. I don't know if that's Ani Baba or off the shoulder of Angel.
LaHood going down in a heap.
Corey Gibbs going to get whistled every time for a tackle like that. It's like a straight red card on Corey Gibbs. There's really no reason to go in here. The scissor, cleats up. Sailed it well over.
Angel by his lonesome shooting. Huge save. Sean Johnson.
If you watch this, see that with the right arm by Angel? That's a veteran forward. He pulls Miklic down a little bit, frees himself up.
You just see a lot of the second efforts there. That clearance by Patrick Nyako. Angel into the box. Chivas USA strikes.
It's a good ball across, and he just beats everybody to it. Low to that near post, reverses the play. Not much you can say for Sean Johnson there. Ani Baba late. Despite his scoring difficulties this season, can't give a look like that to Juan Pablo Angel.
Mondiani towards the back post. Chipped, and Chivas USA has tied it.
But Oduro misses the header, and then it's just a broken play and a nice outside the foot left-footed poke here by LaBroca. Not much Logan Paulus can do about that, but we'd like to see Oduro get his head on that.
See that ball coming. Here's Oduro. Flag stays down. Dominic gets through. Dominic wide fires. Just couldn't beat Kennedy.
It's a broken play, and he does well to get past the defense. It's a good positive first touch. You don't see it, but Patrick Nyako wide open in the middle of the field here.
Good forced turnover there by Gonzalo Segares. Nyako Diego Chavez. Now to Nyako. In front, Oduro!
Gives a nice ball into Nyako. Nyako's so smart. Far post, first time. Oduro with an easy finish. That's what happens when you play the ball across the face of the goal.
That should about do it. Chicago Fire, cramping and all. Dominic Oduro picks up his 10th of the season. The Chicago Fire have won 3 straight at home. They ain't done yet.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, Columbus and Philly square off with playoff positioning on the line. Every week, MLSsoccer.com provides you the opportunity to select the Goal of the Week winner. You can choose between the 5 nominees directly on MLSsoccer.com on the AT&T Goal of the Week page. You can also send in your vote by texting the corresponding goal to code 22442. Winners are announced every Friday, so make sure you vote early and often, keeping in mind polls close at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time on Thursdays. Winners so far include Juan Agudelo of the New York Red Bulls, Javier Martina from Toronto FC, and O'Brien White of the Seattle Sounders.